Hi and welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. If you find any content in today's show entertaining, smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Liking and subscribing helps get the video onto more people. Now, it's a war out there, unless you haven't noticed. The GDP's down 34% for the quarter. iPhone sales are down 77%. Bitcoin has halved from 12.5 to 6.5. So the market must be crashing. No, it seems it's up again. So we have to rush through these stock picks like the bullets are flying at us. And how do we do it? We start with Peloton Interactive. It's a stock we wish we had got right here. Half the price it is now. However, it is what it is. We can see it's a gym at home. We decided to wait and get confirmation. This was supposed to be 1.5 billion in earnings. It's actually exceeded that with 1.7 billion. Subscribers are up 64%. The only problem it has is getting all the bikes they need out to the customers, and it's a good problem to have. It's at 42.8. I think it's going to hit 60. If it drops to 40 or below 40, I'll be picking some up. Now, the next one is going to be Fastly, ticker symbol FSLY. Crushed earnings by 10 cents a share, and it's a cloud-based which raised its outlook by 40 million when most companies refuse to raise its outlook, prefer it to be a surprise. That way, if it falters, then it still hits its earnings and doesn't affect the share price, rather than giving itself a high target. This one reckons it's going to easily hit. It's a market cap of 3.3 billion, but both Peloton and Fastly aren't in profit yet, so they don't have a PE ratio. Now, I think both of these two could be ones to get into. Now, let's see. This is one which I wish I'd got it here, and I'm kicking myself over, but it's the same with the old Tesla Amazon one. And when you look at the PE ratio, you can see why I was looking into it. No, doesn't have dividend and yield, but this is one that I liken to Shopify or Amazon in the early stages. I've actually, when you consider Amazon has a forward PE of 93, has a PE of over 100. Shopify has a forward PE of 10,000. And I've spoken to a few people who were Shopify customers, now Etsy customers. They tell me Etsy is cheaper than Shopify. That's why they've changed. And that's it, folks. Basically, now people are tightening their belts. Instead of going to Sainsbury's or Waitrose, they're going to Lidl. And why wouldn't they? And instead of going to Shopify, going to Etsy. Because it's different if you're guaranteed to sell, but when you're not, then you're going to go cheaper one. And what you've got to remember is this share price should be over 100. When I researched it, I'm going to pick it up at 80. Etsy have made over $130 million alone this quarter just from face masks, and they're still making money. And just to show, you can see there, just to dip my toe into the market, I put 3 and pending order, and that's before the market opens. Once it opens, I will be putting more in. Now, profit margin of 12, which is low. Debt to assets 74, which is high. You'd think a company like this would have a higher profit margin, but I expect that to rise and the debt to assets to come down as it grows. I just imagine it to not be long. I just imagine it to not be long before it's gonna end up in the Shopify range. Well, I reckon 3 to 5 years, but until then, I reckon within a year it'll be over 100. Now, move on to next one. These ones have to be a bit quicker. Live person, and that one you can see, I think we all know about live person, how it's topped its revenue estimates, and we have seen it in the news recently. Would be Fleur, another one we've seen in the news recently. Sorry, I'm trying to rush through these because of the time. And Fleur has made a profit, and you expect when a company's making a profit but is putting a lot of money into research, and that the PE ratio will be higher, and that should come down over the next few years. The dividend is low, but it does pay a dividend, which is good. Now, you can see that all the cruise ships, all the airlines are going to have, for them to get up and running, I predict that they will need to use Fleur's temperature system, or a system like that. Doesn't have to be Fleur's, but a system like that would have to come into place. Now, the other thing is that makes this attractive, that Fleur isn't relying on this. It also received recently a huge government contract for their unmanned drone from the military. So it has 2 huge income streams there. Now, they're not cyclical, because obviously once COVID-19 or the Rona is over, I expect the temperature business to go down a bit. So I don't think this is as much a long-term game as Etsy or live person, but they still have the unmanned drone to keep them going. And if you enjoyed anything in today's episode, please hit the like and subscribe button. Helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you later. I'll be putting another one up soon. Make sure you catch it.